With GamePlan's integrated accounting system, that allows you to take all your registration information and have it automatically update your QuickBooks accounting system. To begin with setting up the accounting system, you'll want to go to the Admin Accounting, and there you'll want to select the settings for the particular web connector. By default, all deposits would go into the cash account. All the GamePlan receivables will go into the receivables account, GamePlan transaction income, and credit card discounts, non-credit card discounts, and other rounding and other expenses for when calculations are made. To set up your accounting system, you'll first want to go to Settings. You can do that either through the cog at the bottom of the module or to the going to Manage and Settings. Once you open up the accounting module details, you can then put in your cash account. So like this might be Bank of America, where you have your account and what you call it in your the name that you provide in your code of accounts. You can change these receivable income accounts to something other than what they are, but typically those are left as defaults. Then simply update that information. Once you've updated the information and you're logged in as the administrator, then you simply download the GamePlan Web Connector by clicking on Download. And you want to place that into a folder, typically I would suggest with your QuickBooks account. So you would simply save that, open the folder, and so here we've got the connector for the sandbox. I'm going to simply cut it from there, and put that into another folder in my libraries. Got a library over here called Sandbox and QB, which is where my cubic QuickBooks files reside. Once you've completed that, you're basically ready to go. Then you simply go to open up your QuickBooks, and I've already got QuickBooks open here for this demo site. And now then you have your accounting system. I would recommend doing a full backup of your accounting system before you start. That way, if something hiccups, you can always get back to where you started from. And now we'll go down to File and Update Web Services. That will open up the QuickBooks connector, which is here. And then you simply check the box that you want to update. And when you click on Update Services, that will then connect to GamePlan and then begin to download all of the transactions that have occurred since the last time you synced it, and it'll progress accordingly. I did skip a step that I'll go back in just a second when we're done here, because I'd already installed the connector, so I'm going to install a different connector. And GamePlan then, like I said, downloads all the transactions. It will create an invoice for each one of the transactions that have occurred on your site. You can go into invoices and find those invoices. So for example, this invoice number is the same as the order number in GamePlan. That will show you the GamePlan item. So they registered for the Fall Pinto division. They purchased one registration, and they registration for Brady Brenneman. That would be the same information that you would see in GamePlan. And payment, online payment was off, and the payment has been applied. You can see those payments as well. So basically all of that information is downloaded for each order. Then the batches and all the charges associated with GamePlan for your site would be downloaded and posted accordingly. If you have created accounting classes, you can run your reports based on accounting class. So all the income will be segregated by the accounting classes that you set up. Now let me go back over to the web connector first of all, and here we would need to add an application, and that's going to bring up the file folder so you can select it. So I'm going to go to the location I placed the connector in, and that was Sandbox. In the QB folder, and that will show you the connectors. You simply add the select the connector. That will bring up the web certificate. Simply clicking OK here, and then once that's connected, typically I would recommend using yes prompt each time. That way you control when it runs. You can select the other options depending on how you want to handle that. And continue, and done. And now that connector is loaded onto QuickBooks and the QuickBooks connector, and you're ready to go. In this case I did get an error, so would have to go back and I've got the wrong QuickBooks file open. That's the reason I got that error. But if you want your QuickBooks accounting system open, and that will then connect your accounting system to that particular instance of QuickBooks. That's fundamentally all there is to connecting. Then every time you want to open up your QuickBooks, you simply go in, select your QuickBooks connector, update selected, and that will then bring down all the transaction files that have occurred since the last time you sync the QuickBooks system. Once you've got those posted, you can do your bank reconciliations just like you normally would. If you go into bank reconciliations, the deposits will be shown. We're just going to put an ending balance in here of 0, and we'll continue on. That will then open up the reconciliation, and it will show each one of the batch deposits that came down from game plan to match up with your banking statement, and you can just, like you would normally with reconciliations, match those up. Expenses, these would be expenses that have been paid out, and to continue on to doing your reconciliation. That is fundamentally all there is to linking game plan to QuickBooks. I'll open up for any questions that anyone might have. I don't see any questions, so if you do have questions, email them to support@everysport.net. Thanks for coming, and we'll be talking with you soon. Thank you.